Born on a pavement in Paris, on the Rue de Belleville, Piaf determined to make her own fate. Named after a brave wartime nurse, Edith Cavell, shot for letting French prisoners escape. Edith's father was an acrobat who, to buy red wine, sometimes pawned his daughter's school satchel, whilst Edith's mother abandoned her to Mamantine, the grandmother who ran a Bernay brothel. But La Môme, Piaf, this kid sparrow, half blind, and just 4 feet 10 inches in height, contained a tornado, an incendiary firestorm, a life force that it was her gift to ignite. In a single vocal chord, Edith Piaf could express the sound of suffering humanity. Then she could vibrate with joy, reliving great loves, with triumphant cries of ecstasy. Edith escaped from the fallen women of Bernay through this voice that tore your guts out. And by chance it was heard by Maurice Chevalier as she sang her songs about love and revolt. Edith would sing the socialist Internationale instead of the patriots' Marseillaise. She'd arouse the anger of the French bourgeoisie, but the poor gave her nothing but praise. In the occupation, the Nazis forbade her to sing. Où sont-ils, mes petits copains? Where are my friends? Was her anti-Nazi song, and she sang it again and again. Then, true to her namesake, Edith paid a visit to French prisoners in German camps. The resistance had made up fake identity cards for her to hand out secretly with maps. I don't care about laws or what people think. All I've done in my life is disobey. And if God allows me to earn so much money, it's because he knows I give it away. Drums roll for Napoleon, drums roll for Hiroshima, but when will drums roll for the end of war? Still they roll, these war drums, all over the world. So when will they start rolling for l'amour? Without love, you are nothing, my friend. On n'est rien du tout sans amour. Nous sommes un seul corps, un seul corps. We are all one body, d'accord? When 2 bodies are entwined, they soar, and together they can both catch fire, becoming radiant, intoxicated, and happy. Alors, moi je chanterai l'amour. To Edith Piaf, physical love was also spiritual love, following the footsteps of Mary Magdalene. Strange lips might fire her soul, yet she'd stay pure, as she'd feast on feral kisses beside the Seine. Les Mômes de la Cloche, about rejects and outcasts, was Piaf's own life, so its lyrics were true. We're the poor girls, she sang, we roam around broke, we're loved for a night, n'importe où. Hello, boy, you come with me, she sang, in C'est à Hambourg. My heart's too big for just one guy, and this is why my love can go round the world. La vie en rose, je m'en fous pas mal, and Cri du Cœur freed Piaf's audiences from their lonely prison. She'd help them forget their mistakes if they'd share her abandon and repeat her Je ne regrette rien. Lovers, Piaf said proudly, now go to bed with my songs. Parisians make love to Piaf when they wish. But since Paris is making love more than once in a night, I have to keep serving it a new musical dish. Death does not exist. She'd laugh, then she'd sing, because you can live forever in a song. And her emotional power crackled like lightning in a voice that never seemed to go wrong. and with it she'd happily celebrate wrongdoers like le contrebandier. For to her, such a smuggler was a sort of poet, and she'd often have criminals to stay. They pay me with warmth, I pay them with songs. Tu vois, when I'm Piaf, I'm no longer on earth. Singing's the way that I escape to another world, where unloved orphans enjoy a new birth. There was such an electricity of the heart between Piaf and the people her death would leave France in a daze, as if a power cut and a heart attack had come both at once. There are no encores at the cemetery of Père Lachaise. Crowds covered the cold pavement where she was born, hundreds deep in Belleville and thousands in Pigalle. But as the tiny coffin moved through Paris, they'd play Piaf, so that those hearing that giant voice would walk tall.